I'm Jaha and I'm a young filmmaker and I'm interested in Hellicar and Lewis. I'm in Hackney today at their studio to find out more about their work. They create experiences in an innovative and creative way. You may have seen some of their interactive installations around London in places such as the Tate, Roundhouse and Victoria and Albert Museum, as well as windows of big department stores.
When did you two start working together?
Hellicar and Lewis started in formally 2.5 years ago, I think.
It was a natural, organic start. The projects were really interesting in that we always want to work in a broad range of, like, I have a broad landscape to create in.
What was the brief for the feedback piece?
The brief for that was to work with Circus Fest at the Roundhouse. We kind of came to this idea that what would Hellicar and Lewis be
if we were in a travelling circus?
Yeah.
Anyone can capture it. Right, you can do any project you like. That's brief is constantly happening in your life all the time, so you have to find things to limit, to put yourself into a box, because then it lets you be creative around that.
Can you tell us why a lot of your work is interactive?
Well, we both come from different backgrounds. I'm from a maths background and Pete's from a skating background. And I think the place where those things meet is in interaction. I mean, it sounds a bit crazy.
There's something about making work that is that has a life of its own.
We don't like to make narratives, we like to make systems.
Yeah.
So we like to construct something that then when someone interacts with it, it produces something new that they couldn't have made on their own and we couldn't have made on our own. And that's what we really get excited about.
With Divide by Zero, you worked with a dancer and a choreographer. How did that collaboration affect the final piece?
It's trying to understand where in the projects you make those creative decisions, and there's little things that you do early on that you can't predict how much of an impact it's going to have later, so you have to kind of try to do everything with open eyes, but then not consider things as permanent either.
And you start seeing it all happening, and you know, the interaction kind of feels like it's weighing down the dancer, you know, it feels like that, but that's as much to do with the dancer and the choreographer and the music as it is the interaction, and that, all of those things together, it was an amazing experience.
Can you talk about who or what inspires you?
Writers, people who conjure up images through words, but really, yeah, people that tell truths.
Truth speakers.
Yeah, are the people that I'm most inspired by generally, and then from that, then you, obviously if you're going to speak truth, then you're going to seek truth, so then you start to see that in the world around you, you know, all sorts of artists, designers, musicians, just friends, you know, they don't have to be actually doing anything other than just being.
All of Hellicar and Lewis's work is created using open source software, which means you can download it from their website and use it or adapt it to however you want.